Imagination is more important than knowledge. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity.
Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow.
The only source of knowledge is experience. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. A question that sometimes drives me hazy. Am I, or are the others, crazy? Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. What really interests me is whether God had any choice in the creation of the world. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination.
Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts.
Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavours. The only real valuable thing is intuition. Everything should be as simple as possible, but not simpler. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. Life is like a dice game. You must throw yourself out there and rely on luck to win. Anybody who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Heroism on command, senseless violence, and all the loathsome nonsense that goes by the name of patriotism. How passionately I hate them! True art is characterized by an irresistible urge in the creative artist. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. Death is the destiny of every human being. The same cannot be said for suffering. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Make everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. The most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. Anything that can be counted doesn't necessarily count. Anything that counts cannot necessarily be counted. A great thought begins by seeing something differently, with a shift of the mind's eye. The only certainty is that nothing is certain.